Using workspaces safely. A workspace selects one state file for one configuration. Separate state files prevent dev changes from modifying prod managed objects. The same HCL can manage different infrastructure through different state files. Terraform determines managed resources from the active workspace state. State separation creates independent infrastructure histories. Terraform state separation does not separate AWS namespaces. AWS services evaluate resource names independently of Terraform state. Embedding the workspace name creates an AWS side boundary. Different workspaces generate different parameter paths. Unique paths prevent environment override collisions. The default workspace exists before any workspace is created. Engineers can accidentally deploy without selecting an environment. Preconditions validate deployment context before resource creation. Terraform evaluates the condition during planning. Early validation prevents unintended state growth. Workspace selection can control configuration values. A mapping table converts workspace names into configuration data. Different workspaces receive different retention settings. The mapping changes behavior without duplicating resources. Configuration remains centralized in a single location. Terraform state records ownership inside Terraform. Tags record ownership inside AWS. Operational teams investigate resources from the AWS side first. Workspace tags connect cloud resources to deployment context. Traceability reduces cleanup and incident response mistakes. A summary watchstander never assumes valve alignment. A second verification confirms system state before action. Terraform workspaces create the same operational requirement. The selected workspace becomes part of deployment context. Positive control means verifying context before execution. Wrong context can produce correct commands against the wrong environment. A workspace changes state selection. A workspace does not change AWS credentials. The same credentials can access every permitted resource. IAM policies enforce environment boundaries. State isolation and permission isolation solve different problems. Workspaces separate Terraform state. Directories separate configuration structure. AWS accounts separate security boundaries. Each layer addresses a different failure mode. Combining all three reduces deployment blast radius.